Okay, I'm Daisy Burt. I work for Creative Sustainability CIC. My roles are co-produced evaluation officer as well as leading on a project for young people called Third Space. I've always felt a little bit like a square peg in a round hole. Before I joined the programme, my belief in my abilities and prospects were actually pretty low. Because of Time to Shine, I was able to get immersed in the values of a pretty awesome grassroots organisation. The variety of inclusive, creative and interesting ways to work with a diverse range of people has helped me to finally see a future that I want to be a part of, and a future where I want to make more things like this happen. Other than the shock from a year of COVID, I've been challenged in many ways to drive things forward, to believe in my choices and to be okay with the prospect of making mistakes. One huge realisation that came from this year of COVID, working in a community interest company and being a part-time musician, was how essential it is that we keep working with our creativity and have access to collaborative space. I'm now applying to do a master's in music therapy, which I feel is a positive direction to channel everything I've learned thus far. This training will allow me to venture further into community projects, which I love, while it will also enable me to use music as a therapeutic and engagement tool. Thanks very much.
Hello everyone, my name is Ethan and I've always had a passion for the gaming and digital world, and over the last year, by joining the Time to Shine programme, I've been able to work on a project which is focused on creating digital and code clubs for the community, but also creating and supporting events for people to attend. And this has been done with a charity called People and Work, which are based in the Rhondda Valley, South Wales. So before this opportunity, I was very shy, not very confident person, and I was very nervous around doing things like this. But after being on the Time to Shine programme, and I think the first conference it really boosted my confidence and it's helped me throughout the year with all the work that I've done on my project. So I think one of the key challenges I faced this year would probably be one of the digital events we had, which had around 350 attendees. I was responsible for showing off some digital equipment to different children there. I think it would have been a real challenge for me without the help that Rank was able to give me in the first conference we had, but afterwards I was really happy and I felt that I was confident throughout the event and it was really successful. So what's next for me is that the charity I've been working for over the last year, they've been able to secure more funding to keep me on in the project team. So I'll be working on a digital inclusion project which I'm really excited to start on, and I guess without the Time to Shine programme I would not have been a part of this, so thank you.
Hi, I'm Dylan. I'm a trained dancer, and this year I stepped into a brand new role as a trainee fundraiser for Shaper Caper. We're a dance charity based up in Dundee, Scotland. I've learnt a lot of practical skills around fundraising this year. Coming in from the dance side of things, this is completely foreign to me, so anything from writing funding applications to building relationships with funders and other local organisations or businesses. One of the biggest things that I found challenging this year, and it's also one of the biggest lessons that I've learned, comes from COVID-19. Obviously, moving all of our services online, I've been fundraising to continue the services and to continue to support the people that we work with. It's been quite stressful, and one of the most important things I've learned is that you need to take care of yourself as well. It's cliche, but you can't pour from an empty cup. What's next for me? I'm hoping and praying for some normality. I'm trying not to think so far into the future just because everything's so in flux just now. But I know that with the skills that I've learned this year, I'll be able to continue to fundraise and help people experience dance and theatre and performance, which is what I'm all about.
I've been working with the Advantage Foundation on two very unique social enterprises throughout the year. I started the year developing branding and artwork for a nature-based project called Ravine. The other being Mugshots, a social enterprise based inside of Hydebank Wood College. Mugshots is a training vehicle for an employability program which offers young offenders work experience and employability training while working as part of a unique print and design workshop based inside the prison. I started working for Ravine in 2020. Throughout the year I was tasked with developing a website and growing their social media, as well as designing most of their visual material throughout the year. So I also engaged with training down on the site, helping out wherever I could, being able to plant or build, but most importantly being able to capture the trainees coming out of their shells in nature. Being able to work through COVID-19 has been an eye-opening experience and a unique opportunity to work inside the sector. I found myself working in Hydebank Wood College as part of the Mugshots team as their lead junior graphic designer. I've had the opportunity to work on branding and advertising for an array of local businesses and a series of editorial pieces for the prison, as well as working on one major restorative justice project ran by Mugshots. What are my plans for the following months? I'm currently finishing my final year as a graphic design student, and I just want to thank the Advantage Foundation and Rank for giving me this fantastic opportunity and insight to a unique sector which I would have never seen before. Thank you.
Hello, I am Amelia and I work for the charity Integrate UK, which is a youth-led Bristol-based charity that campaigns for gender and racial equality. My role is exciting and dynamic. I facilitate workshops which allow young people to discuss important issues they care about and eventually create campaign music videos and educational films. I have learnt so many skills. An opportunity I have cherished was planning and delivering a 4-day summit in Sweden, commissioned by the Swedish Gender Equality Government Agency. During the pandemic, I project managed the development of Integrate's new animation, Hijabs and Miniskirts. We have never developed a media resource remotely before, so this was challenging, but it was very enjoyable, and the enthusiasm and determination of our young activists helped us overcome any of the difficulties. As part of my role, I also coordinated and managed the delivery of UK Youth Empower Her programme, which is a series of 30 hours of engagement which promotes well-being and confidence in 100 young women to become leaders in their own schools and communities. I now not only feel empowered to use my own voice, but I am grateful to provide younger versions of myself with the opportunity to become leaders of social change and support their journey to become solutions to problems they themselves identify. I am grateful to be staying on with the charity after the Time to Shine programme.
Hi everyone, I am a community worker, a mother, a friend, a sister, a daughter, and probably whatever else you can think of. I have learned a lot during this Time to Shine programme. I have learned how to be patient, to be flexible, that my impulses have actually worked out very well throughout COVID because I can just get up and get on with things. I have find it very, very challenging to treat people like lepers after being the one to connect them all together, to get them out, to get them doing things, to then have to say, I'm sorry, I can't see you. I'm sorry, you're going to have to stand 2 meters away. Not good. So next, I am running for City Councillor for my local area, and hopefully once it's all set in motion, I will be able to make a difference. Thank you.
I work for Makers HQ, a clothing sampling studio based in Plymouth, Devon. My role here is to set up and launch our own in-house clothing brand, Stonehouse Union. We are based on a not-for-profit business model, so any money generated by the brand goes back into our training unit next door, where we provide free accredited courses in industrial sewing and pattern cutting to unemployed people in and around our area. During the first lockdown, my work was refocused to supporting the sampling studio, and we were allowed to remain open during this time as we were producing PPE for doctor surgeries in the local area to help fight the pandemic. My Time to Shine project is coming to a close with a view for me to continue the Stonehouse Union brand as well as be a sewing machinist for Makers HQ. I hope that you will consider checking out our social media at Stonehouse Union on Instagram and Facebook.
Hi, I'm Sophie and I am the Social Enterprise Development Worker for Link Up Whitfield up in Dundee. My job was to help pre-existing groups already at Link Up to work with them and try to help them develop into social enterprises. However, due to the pandemic, this has not been possible. It's not been the job that I have been doing. So over the past year, I have helped coordinate food packages for families. I've been interviewing volunteers for the vaccine programme, as well as doing online groups to help with wellbeing. The skills and values that I've developed over my time in the Time to Shine programme have been very valuable and have enabled me to adapt to a new way of working online and has learned me new skills. I'm much better with technology now than I ever was before, and it's been a good learning experience for me.
I am reading this on behalf of Scott Swanson, Time to Shine Leader 2020. The best way to show all the amazing work I have been involved with is through the 3 collages that sum up my Time to Shine experience. I started my Time to Shine journey as the media officer for the YMCA Kirkcaldy, but finished my journey being much more. I've become a photographer, capturing all the amazing things the people of the YMCA have done for the local community. A youth worker, learning all about how to support the young people that attend our many groups, and a budding crafter, helping people keep busy during the lockdown with lots of fun activities. On a personal note, I have overcome so many challenges that COVID has thrown my way and adapted the way that I work.